Hey there, I'm Alyssia Essig and I am the sales manager for Prudential PenFed Realty in Roland Park. I am excited to bring you a series of video blogs and welcome to my very first one. I hope you like it. So yesterday I was talking with an agent and we were talking about the spirit of cooperation. You know, you have those transactions that go so incredibly smoothly that, you've almost practically become friends with the agent on the other side. Everything goes well, everybody gets to the settlement table on time, everybody's happy, buyers and sellers hug, and you move on. Then you have those transactions that aren't nearly as fun, shall we say. They're frustrating and aggravating, and you see the other agent's phone number calling on your phone, and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to talk to them. And maybe things get delayed. It's not fun. So what I'd like to talk to you about is 4 ideas to help have more of those nice fun transactions versus the not so fun transactions. So the first is, don't make it personal. Remember that this is about the buyer and the seller. It's not about you. It's not about the other agent. When you are negotiating and you're presenting the counteroffers, just say the counteroffer is. Don't say, oh, my client won't take that. Take that personal stuff out of it. It will help your negotiations immensely. The second one is, don't be afraid to use the telephone. The phone, not your phone for texting. And what I mean by that is, in the digital age of communication, we have email and text messaging and Facebooking and any number of things. And I'm a huge fan of all kinds of technology. But when we're dealing with negotiations or sensitive topics, it's important to, you may take something, someone may have written something and you may have read the tone in a way that it wasn't meant to be, and maybe it offended you. I'd pick up the phone and give that agent a call and say, hey, did you mean this? Where are we with this? It's much better, you get a lot more accomplished having a conversation than sometimes over text message. You may say, well, Alyssia, they won't answer the phone, or my client won't answer the phone, they'll only text me. A great way to deal with that is at your buyer consultation appointment, you want to let them know, hey, what is your preferred method of communication? And B, okay, fine, email and text messaging is great, but there will be times throughout the transaction that we will need to speak on the phone because that's the most effective way to handle it. So that's a good idea. Number 3, don't involve the client in the drama. If you do have an agent on the other side that is really driving you crazy and frustrating, it is imperative that you leave your client out of that. Don't tell your client, oh, the other agent didn't do this, and oh, the other agent yelled at me, or oh, the other agent hung up on the phone. You're stooping to that agent's level. So it is our job to be a filter and not to expose our client to some of those unpleasant nuances of the transaction. Lastly, don't get in the way. You want to make sure that you keep in mind you have a buyer who wants to buy and a seller who wants to sell. It's our job to facilitate that. These 2 parties want to consummate a transaction. It's not our job to get in the way or to prevent those things. So it is our job to protect our client, but it's not our job to get in the way and have something fall apart when really it didn't need to. So keep those things in mind, keep these 4 things in mind, and maybe you'll have more pleasant transactions than unpleasant transactions. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.